Hello there, people. I decided in lieu of doing another Let's Play, I'm going to do something interesting. Skyrim is already pretty big, but one thing it has on a lot of other open world games is how many great new lands have been handcrafted by the modding community. Welcome to another new lands tier list for Skyrim Special Edition. Here's what we have from the top down. Beyondreach, Chanterelle and S. A has beyondskyrim Bruma and Rigmore of Cyrodiil. In B we have Hestra's Nest, Assault on Valenwood and the Island. C we have Kagrenfahlz, the Border of Skyrim series, and Somerset Isle. And D we have Hammerfell, Shadow of Dragonstar. Once again, these are just my opinions, and I'm mostly basing this list on the beauty, completeness, and a bit on size. And not as much on quests, but if there are really bad quests or terrible bugs, it will negatively affect the tier. Also, this one is a bit shorter than the last. And pay no attention to this icon, this is just for beyondskyrim Bruma, but I just had an extra icon. First is Assault on Somerset. I may be a little biased here, but I had fun with the mod. Even though it's really just a bunch of battles with the Thalmor, the land really just includes the city of Alinor, so could I even call it a new lands mod? Well, yeah, it's small, but it has a new area, and it's got a friggin' giant robot. Despite that, gonna give it a low C. Do I put it above the thing that has the entire Somerset Isle? No. I really probably ranked Somerset Isles too low just because of the author's attitude. Makes you not want to play it. And, various other things about how they built the mod. Anyway, next thing, Moonpath to Elswyer. Moonpath to Elswyer is a mixed bag. It has a definite story, has a few good quests, but it's not really a world space. It's actually a collection of connected extended cells like caves with a sky. I don't know whether I should penalize the mod for this or give it extra points for ingenuity. It's got lots of different Khajiit, of the different kinds of Khajiit. Voice acting, looks great, has an airship, and oh yeah, it was mostly made before Creation Kit was even finished. So, I'm going to give it a solid C. Chain of Time. In contrast to a mod that came out right after Skyrim, Old Rim, Chain of Time came out just a few months ago. It has 3 islands and a quote-unquote infinite Oblivion realm, but all the world spaces are quite good. Every person on the main island has voice acting, their own quests, and are their own fully realized character. You've also got a place to stomp some Thalmor and an island where we work with the East Empire Company. Eat your heart out, East Empire creation. And I feel like it's not a huge mod, but every area is actually really interesting. I'm going to give it an A. Below beyondskyrim Bruma. Look at my heavily biased list. Pyandonea. Why did I choose to put one of Betalil's best, newest mods next to one of his earliest mods? Well, no matter. You can see how far he's come, though. I actually liked his quest writing in this early mod. He did a good job. It's got some fun fights against pirates, some swimming adventures, and a bunch more Thalmor stomping. But since it was one of his earliest forays into land building, it's huge and flat, and a lot of the island's landscape is fairly uninteresting. I went into this listing it as a D, but I feel like it's in a different league than Hammerfell Shadow of Dragonstar. You know what? There we go. By the way, the inclusion of that rating means that everything else up here is worth playing in some capacity, including this one. I mean, I've got a series where I played it. It was fun. Kagrenfahlz. By the way, what I used for an image was like a brochure. Kagrenfahlz is only a new lands mod in that it opens up a new world space after an extremely long quest line. And yeah, that checks out. I enjoyed the idea of an entire culture of people getting trapped in a mountain pass and then having to make friends with each other, and the resulting new culture that gets created. And then their mini civilization gets upended when the player just opens it back up to the world. The world space is small, but it's on brand, being a well-crafted Dwemer area and a bunch of equally well-crafted caves and ruins. And I will give you a B. Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. Grey Cowl is another blast from the past, one of the earliest huge New Lands mods. It very much centers on the champion of Cyrodiil and passing down the Great Cowl of Nocturnal from TES4 Oblivion. I don't like that it's because you're the Dragonborn. It could just be because you're a really good thief. I can let that slide. G-Con takes you through an extremely well-crafted dungeon into the entire Alik'r Desert. Some people say Great Cowl is dated. It doesn't have a huge amount of quests, and the voice acting is hit or miss. But damn, Manny GT did do a great job with what he had at the time. And because it was so big and open and been around for so long, people have released a lot of add-ons for it. I generally had a lot of fun with it. And I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it an A. Where shall ye be? It's one of the GOATs. It's hard to beat these three, to be honest. I've been playing Beyond Skyrim Bruma lately. Well, the fact that it's a desert. You had to do some handcrafting, but less than a grassland like Cyrodiil. Just wait for all the new lands mods, the huge projects that are going to come out in the next few years, supposedly. Sounds like they're going to blow all these out of the water. And the next one of these is probably going to be a while, just because we've come to the end of the new lands mods I've actually played. I'd have to rely on hearsay, and I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll do some large-scale quest mods on a new tier list next time. You know, like Brotherhood of Old, Vigilant, though I haven't finished it, Rigmore Bruma? Anyway, thanks dudes. Be sure to check some of those mods out. Everything on this list is definitely worth playing, except Hammerfell Shadow of Dragonstar. Don't ever play that. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, join my Discord, and buy my books. Come on, you're in 300 Discords already. Why not one more? And as always, happy modding.